It was Thursday evening when I completed my last delivery of the shift. The workload was intense because the other delivery person had stopped answering calls and coming to the work for a few weeks. As a result, the rest of us working overtime. The address I was given was a bit far from the city. The place were so scheduled and away from crowds that it seemed like it would absorb even the faintest light. The delivery request for a pedicure from the staff, a large pizza with no topping, a payment option at delivery, and a note instructing me to leave it in the dining table. I was curious, but I had seen many strange requests in this job. As soon as my bike hit the gravel, leading the option, I felt an eerie sensation. I checked the GPS again, but the location was correct. When I reached the front door with pizza box, the air turned cold. I knocked, hoping someone would answer, but no one did. I turned the knob and door cracked open. Hello? My voice. Hello? My voice echoed in the dark interior. There was no response. The inside was shrouded in the shadow, with dust particles floating in the air. Broken windows frame, open windows, and strange pictures abandoned the walls. I continuously entered the dining room, where the floorboards cracked under my feet. The dining table was there, covered in a thin layer of the dust. But the most surprising thing was a clean spot where the pizza box was to be placed. I set the box down and muted. This is really weird. Deciding to leave. Just then, I heard a faint sound of chair creeping behind me. I spun around quickly, but no one was there. My heart raced, and when I turned back to leave, I froze. I realized the picture on the wall had changed. Where there had been one being landscape and old images, there was now faces smiling. But fear intensified with me. I dashed to the door, but it was not open. Why would not it open? I gasped, my breath poking up into the cold air. I turned back to the room, and then I began to hear whispering voices. Many voices, but I could not listen clearly. Voices. Suddenly, a woman's voice whispered in my ear, "The meal must be finished." I tried to block out the sound, but it was firmly locked in my mind. The temperature dropped suddenly, and the light revealed shapes in the gloom. Laughter, childlike but sting Malik, filled in the air. Shadows dancing on the walls, resembling human figure but not quite human. I fell backward, my back hitting the cold wooden table. I'm not joking. The pizza box was open and inside was no pizza, but a grossed up pieces of flesh. It's rotting. I used my nose and I quickly covered my mouth. It was much worse than spoiled meal. I was suffocating. Please let me go. I pulled, but I did not know to whom. The woman whisper grew louder, and the child laughter intensified. Suddenly, a picture on the wall fell, causing the room to shake. Depicted a man without eyes, a woman without eyes, and a child without eyes. Then the temperature normalized. The shadow receded, and the laughter vanished. I was alone, or so I schemed, until I saw a figure standing in the threshold on the dining room. A girl, no older than 7, with hollowed out eyes, asked, "Would you like to have dinner with us?" Her voice was both innocent and deeply unsettling. I could neither speak nor move. Her eyes seemed to be pulling my soul from my body. I can't. I need to leave. But she responded, "You are our guest," turning her head completely so that her eyes, nose, ear, and mouth were visible on the back of her head. "The meal is not finished yet," she said. As she spoke, the tensing in the room thickened and the darkness seemed "No one leaves until they have eaten," she said cripplingly before disappearing into the darkness. My heart pounded as I searched for an escape route. The pictures on the walls seemed to watch me, their eyes tracking my every move. I was trapped. I threw myself through a window, but instead of breaking, it felt like I had leaned onto the wall. Injuring my shoulder, I realized I was trapped in the nightmarish maze. The house began to reveal its true, horrifying nature. The ground trembled beneath me, and a woman's scream echoed through the house. Behind the girl, I finally saw a figure, a man dressed in the blood-soaked nightclothes, sitting silently and watching me. The difference was that his eyes were hollow. "Come, have dinner with us," the girl said again. Terrified, I rectangly complained. I slowly approached into the dining table, picked up a piece of meat, and closed my eyes before putting it in the mouth. I surrounded taking a bite, and suddenly, taste breathed. When I opened my eyes, I found myself back into the dusty, empty room. The strange eyeless spirits were gone, and the woman's scream had ceased. I was eating the pizza I had delivered. The room was peaceful, but I was crying as I saw myself in the mirror. In the midst of the evening wrap, in the midst of every time my phone rang, its dry, irritating sound cutting through the silence. My hand shook and I answered it. "Hello, Jack. It's me." The voice on the other end was familiar. It was my manager. "Why are you taking so long? You have been out for 2 hours." 2 hours? That's impossible. I feel I had been only in the house for a few minutes. I was trapped, I said, laughing in a distraught manner. "Please, you need to help me." The address of the house was still clear in my mind, moments ago, but now I could not recall it. I started crying. "Jack, calm down." "Which house?" My manager's voice was urgent. I looked around for something to remind me of reality and noticed that the pizza box was on the table, but the pizza was gone. Who had eaten it? "Jack, listen to me. Why is there an order in the system under your name?" The shock made my hand tremble as I checked the details of the pizza on the Pizza Place app. I dropped my phone in disbelief as I realized that the order had been placed in my name. I quickly picked up the phone, turned around, and saw the door was open. I felt as if my life depended on it. Finally, I met the delivery guy who had stopped coming to work. I discovered he had also been trapped in a similar house and had faced a similar horrible experience. It had only ended when he ate the same pizza he had brought of the delivery. The pizza place promptly updated their system to ensure no order were taken from the address again. and no one delivery person was sent there.